I feel like as a culture, what we struggle with,
Yeah.
it definitely would have to be the judgmentalness. I feel like that's a huge struggle. I feel like if we could just get rid of that, there would be no so much pressure, but everywhere's judgmental. So, but I feel like we just don't want to let our culture down or like uh, disrespect it. Or well, that's how I feel. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect the culture, but I don't know much. I don't know
Yeah.
as much as I should.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Gotcha.
feel like
Gotcha.
I as much as I should know. So, and I don't feel like that's anybody's fault. Like I'm not gonna say it's like, oh, my parents should have taught me because I'm still happy with the way I turned out. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
not like mad or anything, but uh, I just feel like maybe as a culture to put less pressure on the young ones
Yeah.
nowadays.
That's
Well,
true.
I feel like we're still changing,
Yeah.
so I feel like we're in the process, and I feel like just from my experience, a lot of people being open minded. So I haven't really experienced a lot of like the bad, like Tongan, but I feel like that is where we could improve on. It's just judging others and
And pressure.
pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. I give. Yeah. That's usually the things I see a lot of kids struggle with. Just the pressure.
Mhm.
And
But
yeah.
are
Go ahead.
you around a lot of Tongans?
Yeah. I grew up. For me. I'm in LA right now. So
Nice.
um for oh my god, yeah. So I typically like to hang around with a lot of people besides Tongans, and I don't have I don't have anything against Tongans. It's just like for me, I like to surround myself with people that's like minded with what I'm trying to do with my life.
Hmm.
So
And
like
there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah. So and that's just something I want to encourage
mhm.
because I feel like for me, I feel like that's one of the fears of that's one of the limitations that the kids have because they're afraid to hang around other people because if you hang around other people, they call it, oh, fear palangi, you know,
Yeah, but
Americanized.
well, Fia
Or
Palangi,
fear,
yeah,
or fear,
like
or fear, or fear. You don't want to hang out with us, and that's usually the feedback I get when I used to hear when I used to hang out with other people, like, man, you don't hang out with, like, talking to my friend, like, you don't hang out with us, like, if you're balangi. I'm like, no, I
mhm,
don't think I'm better than you. It's just I like
right,
hanging around with these people because like I like their
right,
ideas, their thoughts,
right,
and how they think. Like I'm
yeah,
attracted to that.
hmm, yeah. It stems from being judgmental, but like actually, I did get called whitewashed a lot
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like growing up in Florida, one of my Tongan friends, she hates that. She hates like she says that's like an insult to her.
yeah,
She's Tongan and this is just how she acts. So
yeah.
I understand like when people say, "Oh, well, you're whitewashed," it's kind of like
Making you less
I'm
feel less tongue. Honestly,
right,
that's why.
yeah, that. And I didn't like it didn't bother me like growing up like it didn't like but when I heard how she felt, I'm like she has a point. Like
Yeah,
stop calling me that,
yeah.
and
Because I feel like it's like pretty much like like diminishing who you are as a person. This is
really,
because whatever you do in your life, like whatever you decide to do, that's part of who you are. That's part of
mm-hmm,
your personality and who
mm-hmm,
you are. And then to say that
mm-hmm,
what you're because what you're doing
mm-hmm,
is via palangi,
mm-hmm.
that's like saying like, oh, something's wrong with that.
Right,
And if
exactly.
something's wrong with that, that means you're saying something's wrong with me.
R- right, bars. You should write a book.
Maybe.
Write a book. Sounds good.
And
Uh,
I'm like, nah, nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me.
right,
I'm good.
exactly. I
I'm
feel like
good.
yeah. I just feel like maybe because a lot of my cousins they're from Oakland.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they're a little bit more hood than I am, pretty gangsta. They're from Oakland.
Yeah.
So and so I see like how my personality is different from theirs,
Yeah.
and they're definitely more Tongan than I,
Yeah.
and but they haven't been any like disrespectful towards my personality or anything. They've been very accepting. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I did get called whitewashed a lot, not by them, but just like
Yeah.
from other people.
Better people. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I mean, anybody out there is watching this. Yeah, like I said, like who you. I think, what we do. You know, we should be proud to be Tongan, but we should also be proud of the individualities and uniqueness of each Tongan, if that makes sense.
Right, right.
All right. So we're
And
all
you know,
Tongan, but we're all unique Tongans in our
and,
own way.
yeah, and I feel like if you were born in America, or if you know you're born in anywhere that's not Tonga, that like you're gonna have like some kind of American influence on like how you're
Yeah.
raised, or you know,
Yeah.
maybe if you were born in Japan, I know there's some Tongans in Japan.
Yeah, you're gonna the culture. Yeah, the culture is gonna be part. Wherever you grow up in, you're gonna be part of that culture.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just, yeah. But yeah.